The Winnipeg Jets' new interim bench boss is Dave Lowry. Yes, that Lowry, Adam Lowry's dad, is taking over for the Winnipeg Jets. So we're right back to club hockey where parents are coaching their kids, or are we? We're going to find out who Dave Lowry is. We're going to talk all about Dave Lowry and what we can expect as an interim head coach with the Winnipeg Jets. So if you don't know who Dave Lowry is, by the end of this video, you're going to know. Roll the intro, Jets fans.
Here's Lemieux. The center penalty coming up. Look at Lemieux. Oh my God.
Jets fans, if you're new to Hot Garbage Sports, smash subscribe, smash like. We would love to have you here on this channel. We cover the best in the NHL and the Winnipeg Jets. What makes us unique is the coach's perspective you end up getting from this channel, as well as the fact that we don't isolate to just one team. We talk about the Jets and we talk about all interesting things around the league to help save you time during your day. So Dave Lowry has one heck of a playing career. His playing career spans 19 years from 85 to 2003. He's played through several generations of the NHL, prominently on many teams as a power winger. He plays exactly like his son Adam Lowry did, or Adam plays like Dave did. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're both muckers, they're both tough, they're both incredibly intelligent, and their hockey playing career, Adam's, will be extended. I mean, he's still young right now, but Dave's was extended due to what's up here. They're brilliant hockey minds. Both Adam Lowry and Dave Lowry are hyper intelligent people. So Adam gets his hockey sense from his dad. Adam is a guy who ends up at about 0.5 points per game, just like his old man Dave. Dave has taught Adam to play hockey the right way, a two-way game. Be responsible in the kill, be responsible in your own zone, be a good teammate, find ways to contribute to a 200-foot game. You see it in Adam. That's exactly who Dave Lowry is. So what is Dave going to bring to the Winnipeg Jets as a coach besides a 20-year playing career through multiple generations and doing the right things? Well, Dave doesn't have NHL experience at the head coaching level. This is his first crack at it. So this is a huge opportunity for Dave Lowry to prove to the Winnipeg Jets and the NHL that he's the right man for the job and he can be a bench boss for years to come, because we know if you find success as a bench boss in the NHL at the head coaching level, you will be here for a very long time. I mean, the Sutters still coach, for pity's sakes. So what does his coaching career looks like? Well, it started in junior with the Calgary Hitmen, and the Calgary Hitmen are one of the most prominent CHL teams and one of the best WHL teams out there because they are owned by the Calgary Flames. So the Hitmen play in a professional environment. Dave Lowry started as an assistant coach for the Hitmen, but was promptly promoted to the head coach for the Hitmen, losing in the WHL championship final. It's a very good team, but Dave Lowry coached that team to success. He's proven he can be a successful coach at the head coach level with the Hitmen. He did it on his first try, getting to the WHL finals, lost at the end, but he proves he has what it takes to make a deep playoff run, the junior ranks at least. That year in 72 games, he went 59-9 with some loser points after that. That is a very dominant year in the CHL as a whole. They might have won a Memorial Cup that year, but they couldn't get through that 7-game series. After that, Dave was promoted to the assistant coach of the Calgary Flames. He ended up with the Flames for 3 seasons through, some mediocre seasons up and down. Ironically, Dave Lowry coached as assistant coach under Brent Sutter. And who is Brent Sutter? Brent Sutter was one of the winningest coaches in WHL history with the Red Deer Rebels. He won a lot of gold medals with Team Canada. He was the coach that ended up putting up that drive for 5, where Canada won 5 straight gold medals. But Brent Sutter could never make a transition like his brother Daryl Sutter into the NHL because Brent Sutter was too focused on treating men like children. Men were treated differently in junior as they are in the NHL. And when they described that Brent had NHL players doing push-ups on the ice, that was pretty much his exit from Calgary at that point. Dave coached under him, learnt from him at that point in time. There was some success. There were 90-point seasons, but they didn't end up making the playoffs that year. However, assistant coaches, you got to remember, they don't have as much say as most people think they do. Their first job is to follow the direction of the head coach. So after that stint was done, Dave ended up returning to junior along with Brent, and he coached the Victoria Royals as their head bench boss for the next 5 seasons. They always had a winning season, even at one point being first in the BC division, but he was never able to capture that elusive WHL championship that he was looking for. But the Victoria Royals under Dave Lowry definitely had success and multiple playoff runs. He then went on to assistant coach the LA Kings under John Stevens and Willie Desjardins. Ironically, he came in and was part of the coaching staff after the termination of the other Sutter, Daryl Sutter. If your mind's going like this, like, what's going on in hockey? Everything's a Sutter. It's a very incestuous place. GMs, coaches, they all just cycle about. There's really no creativity in hockey. So 2 degrees of separation, it's more like 1 degree of separation in hockey. It doesn't even hit the 6 degrees at this point. So he ends up coaching, a so-so Los Angeles Kings team that really at that point in time is out of their twilight. They're not a dominant team, and he works under 2 coaches. After that, he ends up departing. He goes back to the WHL, to the Brandon Wheat Kings, has a mediocre season with the Wheat Kings. And then that brings us to the Winnipeg Jets. He was actually hired by Paul Maurice. Paul Maurice, this was a Paul Maurice guy. Maurice wanted him on the team. Maurice said, look, come over here, learn how to coach the right way. It's a great organization. Chipper will like you. Chevy will like you. Everybody did. He's a very well-respected hockey mind. So Dave Lowry ends up learning from Paul Maurice. And now Dave Lowry gets his first crack to take a shot at being an NHL coach. And what I'm hopeful about this is he's seen a plethora of coaches. He's had some success himself. He's been a player himself, which is super key. And he has seen what to do and likely what not to do, and 2 very polarizing, opposite of the coin figures. The way Sutter coaches is exactly the opposite of a way Paul Maurice coaches. So now he sees a real players guy in Paul Maurice who gets rooms to dial in through building character and great communication, but he's also seen the whip cracker and the guy who uses the stick, and that is Sutter, who is the very tough nose for the business, if you will. I mean, although it be Brent, he did have, some opportunities to work with one, and he can see what works and what doesn't. So Dave has seen how to push and how pushing too hard can not be a good thing, and maybe how not pushing enough could be a good thing as well too. So Dave has a lot of experience. This is a great opportunity for Dave to take. What do I think the Winnipeg Jets are going to do? I think they're going to do their due diligence and they're going to take a look at what's available in the coaching market. But I suspect this year that they're going to give Dave quite a lot of rope to run with at this point. They're going to see what they have in him. So I think Dave's going to get a month or 2 in order to see if he's the man for the job. But if that changes here, Jets fans, we'll go ahead and we'll update you if a guy like Vigneault or anybody else out there in the coaching carousel starts getting whispers and rumors about being an NHL Jet. But I do think the Jets are going to run with Dave Lowry. And we can't forget, Dave Lowry is a gold medal winner, even though it is with Team Canada at the World Juniors. He has proven he can get over that hump. So can Dave Lowry be the man to take the Jets to the promised land? Stay tuned tonight. We'll watch the Jets game. We will watch them game by game. You'll get the updates here on Hot Garbage Sports. That's why you got to like and subscribe.